Truss falls, Rishi rises. The UK has chosen its next British Prime Minister. Former Finance Minister Rishi Sunak has filled the role. Last year, you may remember, he was runner-up to Liz Truss. Well, he now takes over after she resigned last week, just 44 days into the job. Sunak is the first Hindu British Prime Minister and the first person of color to hold that job. Here's some of what he said today.
I am prepared to give everything I have in service to our nation, to restore trust, rebuild our economy, and reunite the country.
And for more, let's bring in ABC News Born correspondent James Longman. James, we just got an official timetable for this transition of power, right? What do we know?
That's right, Kira. So he has become head of the Conservative Party, but he is not yet Prime Minister officially, and all the choreography of that will happen tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. local, Liz Truss, still currently the Prime Minister, she will chair her last cabinet meeting. She'll then come out to Downing Street to give some remarks to the nation before she heads to Buckingham Palace to meet King Charles, where she will offer her resignation. Rishi Sunak will then go and meet King Charles to ask him to form a government. That's how it happens. You ask the head of state if you can form a government. He then gives his permission. Rishi Sunak then at that moment becomes Prime Minister. He then returns to Downing Street, and at I think 11:30 tomorrow morning local, he will then speak to the nation. So that will be the choreography out of the way. He will at last be Prime Minister. But then the hard work begins, because Liz Truss, as you were saying there, after 44 days in government, she has left a rather difficult economic situation behind her. It's not all her fault, but the pound crashed against the dollar. As we know, mortgage rates have spiraled. Borrowing costs for the United Kingdom have gone through the roof. And so Rishi Sunak has a lot of work to get Britain back under control, get the markets trusting Britain once again. But the work will begin with his own party. And it's very, very riven with all kinds of division, just like in the United States. The Republican Party, I think it's fair to say probably the Democratic Party as well, but if we liken the Conservative Party in this country to the Republican Party, there are lots of different factions, and ahead of one of those factions is Boris Johnson. He lost out on this leadership contest, but he's still very much in the background. So the big question for Rishi Sunak is he going to be able to unite the party? Is he going to be able to reach out to the part of the party which likes Boris Johnson so much, get them under control in order to lead Britain properly? Kira?
Do you think Boris Johnson would have stood a chance otherwise, James?
Well, that's the big question, Kira. You know, he said that he got the 100 lawmakers to back him. The process, there was a three-horse race. So each of these candidates needed 100 lawmakers to qualify to get into a leadership contest. Now, he said he got more than 100. We'll have no way of knowing if he did. But had he decided to continue with the 100 that he said he had, the next process would have been that he and Rishi would have gone out to the membership. It wouldn't have just been among lawmakers in the House of Commons. It would have gone to the Conservative membership at large in the country, and everybody said that among them he was more popular. So if it had gone to them and they'd voted, we could have seen Boris Johnson in number 10. That is the conventional wisdom on this, but now we'll never know. What we do know is Boris Johnson likes to be in the limelight. He likes to be the centre of attention, and he has not ruled out coming back into the front line of British politics. He said as much in his statement. He said now is not the time. So that suggests, you think, there might be a time in the future. For the moment, Rishi Sunak is our Prime Minister. I think everyone in this country is hoping very much that turmoil will be behind us. I think one last note, it is the beginning of Diwali today, the Hindu Festival of Lights. It is rather fitting. I think most people in Britain can be very proud of the fact that we have our first Asian Prime Minister, even if the circumstances don't make us too proud. Kira? Well,
that's true, and it's a tough economic time for you, but look, he is the former finance minister. It'll be interesting to watch how he turns this ship around. And by the way, wasn't it you just a couple months ago that told me it never rains in London? I just wanted to make a point of your umbrella and the raindrops.
It stops now. It's stopped now, and I can stand here with no rain as soon as you said it.
You knew I was going to go there because you gave me such a hard time for talking about the London rain. Great to see you. I'm glad it stopped raining, and it's always great to have you and your perspective. Let's keep talking about this new Prime Minister going forward, James. Deal?
Thanks, Kira. Deal.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.